Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody on TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook Live. Looks like we have a sell probably going to the 45-minute blue line, maybe to the 60-minute blue line of US 30 technically is what I'm seeing, but we'll see. Give me a second. I still have sleep lines on my face, so hang with me while I get my mind a moving. Oh, dang it. Hold on one second. I got to get this set up. There we go. I think we're golden. Good morning, Kevin and everyone. Good morning, Kim the Candle Envy Lady. Good morning, Paul. Good morning. I don't know. There's people on TikTok. Let's take a look. Good morning, Atha. Good morning, Mr. C. Christy Trades and Travel. What's up, Christy? Good morning, Marley Marr and Mike Glowinski. Shepard and user 6240 and DD214 Investing and Martar. What's up, everybody out there? Tommy's working on the Oreo code. We have to do some testing, but I don't know if I have time today. Fuck. Well, we got a few minutes anyways. All right, let me get my peeps set up on that Zoom. Meetings. Oy, oy, oy. Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, now, if you'd like to join, VIP, we have some exciting news coming up. Bree will be joining us tonight on our live. Today is 2/20/2026, Friday at 9. No. It is raining hard here, so if you guys happen to be, is this 10 a.m.? 9:15. I think we're golden. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay. What I'm going to do now is let's see. Yeah, that's that. Okay, we can use that. It doesn't matter, I guess, technically. I'll just get used to doing this. Does anybody have any questions this morning? Concerns this morning? Happy things this morning? Good morning, Super Z. Morning, Kev. Let me... All right, VIP people, be out the lookout for this link. This is going, I should probably already rehab this set now that I think about it. 54. I swear we're missing 7 people, and I don't know where they are. All right. Do. Let's see. Let me grab it from here. All right. Yeah, that's good. Okay. TikTokers, any questions before we get rolling? Good morning, Kim again. Good morning, M. Gilly again. Good morning, Lachey. Kim the Candle Lady again. Good morning, 501 Pan Fishing and Kirk Brown. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm trying to look though. I do have to raise that thing up. I don't know how to quite do that. I'll figure it out. I'll make them real tiny then. Look into current 4 symbol code. Yeah, I got to do that. All right. When you guys get your VIP people, when you get your invite, please let me know. And then I'll start that one up and we can get over to there. So you guys can ask questions now on the lives. The only people that can ask live questions kind of makes sense as our live group. We have an extra special guest joining us tonight at 7 p.m. EST, Eastern Standard Time. My kind, beautiful B-E-A-U. You'll be getting a link for that one later this evening. Got it, says Super Z. Oh, okay. Good morning, Aussie Trader. Good morning, Kirk Brown again. Good morning, Muna. Martar received. Good morning, Brian Flores. All right, let's fire this up. Nope. Yep. Nope. I think, yep. And I'm going to have to put the volume up on here. Yes.
Recording in progress.
All right, peeps. Let's see. Andrew is in the car driving. What's up, Andrew? What's up, Liz? What's up, Martar? Now I have to do, how do I share this? That's not what I want. Yeah, no, yeah. Yeah, that's better. Oh, I don't see my little things. Good morning, everybody that's joining into the VIP group right now. Let me get this shared. Now let me pull this over. You guys should, yep, there we go. My other screen is loading. It should be faster, my understanding is, and clearer for everybody to join Zoom from the VIP. And I don't care about all the statistics on thing. That's fine. What's up, Glow? All right, now who is here though? I do have a problem with that. Hold on, not chat. I need the other thing. There we go. So I know who's here. All right. And as always, you guys can ask your questions. Please try not to interrupt when I'm actually talking about something important. Usually I ramble. You can interrupt that, but if it's actually something decently important, you might want to let me talk. Speaking of which, what's up, Azar? Now, where were we? We need this one off of here. We have an extra special guest joining us tonight at 7 p.m. All right, sevens, if you guys all understand that my beautiful wife, Bree Anna Nicole Kennedy Grego, Precious, Pooh Bear, oh my goodness, I have 100 nicknames for her. Literally, we don't stop with nicknames for each other. But at any rate, sevens, if you understand, she'll be on tonight's show. Thanks, Glow. Mar. All right. Martar. I'm trying to see what we have going on here. I'm very proud. We just had renewals. Jiminy Christmas. It's like 64 of you now, 62 of you. Anyway, for the first month of the VIP group, 7 minutes to market open, 7 minutes to market open. Long story short, there is, I think our first month went fantastic, and we only had one person for financial reasons personally couldn't continue. And I, talk to us before you leave suddenly. That's all I can tell you. And then that way you'll at least have good standing with us. All right, let me see my screen again. Yep, we are good. All right. Anybody in VIP have any questions? Like worse than chipmunks outside. All right, anybody on TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch have any questions? I'm about to go over something with you guys. A lot of people like this off the last VIP that I did. So I'm going to bring up a little something. Now, I used to teach this, but evidently I've gotten better at teaching. I don't know what to tell you. Because some of you, after all these years, were still not clicking with the logo. There we go. Okay, let's go over here. Now, this is what we have. All right. Our system is made for beginners and regular traders and super traders, the greatest traders ever, blah, whatever the hell you guys think you are. That's what it's for. But watch. When you come over to here and you look at, oh, I forgot. I'm going to use a different logo. And you look at our logo, and by the way, some people said it wasn't the coolest thing ever. Now we have to have an argument. All right, tell me that our logo, 3D'd out like that with a moving bull, the only thing we need is that fire coming from his nose, the smoke. But other than that, I think we have a pretty damn cool looking logo. Sevens, if anyone else likes the logo besides me. Sevens, if you like it also. Oh, geez. There we go. Oh, geez. Now the green screen's dead. What did I do? Hold on. That's funny. Let me see. It might not like when I use all the thing like that. Virtual. Well, isn't that screwy? Hold on. Yeah, that is interesting. Integrated. Nope, we're using that one. Nope. Huh. Da 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 da. Ignore my yeah, but okay. I trade a week, but I have no profit. Missed so much valid setup because I'm feared to trade. Amen. That's why if you stick around and learn how to trade, you'll have zero fear. What's up? PADSM. Padsum? Welcome to the channel. I don't recognize your name. Oh, 3 minutes to market open. Shit, I was trying to teach y'all something. We're probably not going to be getting to it. Let me grab it here. There we go. All right, you guys are going to force me to trade open, but hold on. Boop, boop, doop, boop. Will make me small. Nope, don't like that. Doop, 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 doop. Well, I really don't want to start it over. Starting over, baby. Da 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 da. Interesting. Over. Da 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 da. Da da da. Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. Let me see. Come over more that way. Well, fuck all this shit. We're just going back to old school. All right, I'll leave it there. Interesting. Oh. I see nothing right now. These are sells to the 60-minute blue line of US 30. Let me go ahead and take a look at that really quick. Nope, negative. Don't care about that. Let's get out of there. Let's go over to here. Where's this 12-minute? Don't care. Let's go down to 5 second. Buy stop to the 5 second blue line. SPX. Buy stop to the 5 second blue line. I'm not, okay. Well, it's going to be US 32, but we're going to strictly look here. 5 second to the blue line. Less than a minute to market open. Do not play market open. If you're going to play market open, please get in and out really quick. Let's see. We'll sit right here. I'm sure we're in the middle of a nice big sell, but we don't do sells around these parts. Unless we're Martar. No, I'm teasing. 1 second sell. I'm not even, okay. We're going to keep an eye on SPX. Other than SPX, I'm not going to call anything. We have to have this drop further. What is this? Maybe like a 5 minute? No, this is really far. No, way more than a 5, 15. Let's go up to that hour. Nope. That's an hour sell too. Damn, this thing is getting crushed. 4 hour sell. 4 hour. Where's that 3 hour? Market open. Market open. Yeah, sells. Sells to NAS. Yeah, there's nothing. 3 hour there. You can play if you feel like risking everything. You could play SPX ES1, a sell to the 3 hour, and I can give you some numbers there. 6,800. And that's for SPX. But I'm waiting for those buys. We're just going to stay up here, and I'm just going to sit here. There we go. Okay. Buy stop to the 5 second blue line. NAS and SPX. If it goes across, which it did for NAS, you can take the buy on NAS and NQ when it's crossed this orange line. And now that SPX has crossed this orange line, you just made good money on your NAS buy, by the way. And all my trades from yesterday and I think, well, this earlier this week are closed now. Y'all hit take profit and close down. We're looking right there. And we're waiting for it to get closer to up here. Closer. Well, that's pretty close anyways. Closer to up here. And that's what you're looking for. You're in the money on the NAS and the NQ. And you still have a little bit of time on that SPX trade. You can close down the NQ1 trade. It did exactly as we wanted it to do. Close enough to the blue line. We don't have to have it directly at there. We have a touchdown. Touchdown. NQ1 to the 5-second blue line. Touchdown. NAS to the 5-second blue line. You had plenty of time for SPX and ES1. Touchdown to the 5-second blue line for ES1 and SPX. Well, that's perfect. Does any, I'm going to be heading over to, good morning, Gio. I'm going to be heading, I'm just going to stay on here. Never mind. All right. Now, where were we? No. Thank God. Okay, appreciate that. And no. All right. Well, I don't know. Okay, what we're doing. In the money on all of the calls I just made. You're in the money on NAS, you're in the money on NQ, you're in the money on SPX and ES1, and you had tons of time for SPX and ES1 that was lagging behind NAS. No. All right, beautiful. Look at that. That is a lot of pips. Hold on a second. It was right back here, and we called that orange line. Oh my goodness. That's over 100 pips. Oh my goodness. Wow. System's incredible. That's all I can tell you. Incredible. What's up, everybody? Good morning, Erica. Let me see. Oh, shit. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit somebody if it said mute or something. My bad. What's up, Andrew, Erica, Mike Galinsky, Lat, Leonard, Liz, Marley, Mar, and Martar. Now, the people on your live I just named, the people that are in the VIP morning group thingy here now, can ask questions live. Feel free to say good morning or whatever you want to do. This is one of your perks, a brand new perk. What's up, Christy Trades and Travels? Thank you, Coach. Thank you, God. I'm so glad you guys are doing so well. You can travel all around. Good morning, Stacy on TikTok. I'm so tired. All right. So, I was going to, I might as well. I'm going to teach you something right now as we speak. This is a fill in the gap buy, stop, price action, will hook, come back up, go up to, there it is. Okay, well, let me show you how we know what's going to happen in the future. Now, this is very important. And for all of you out there who has the system, this is a 5-second example. I'm going to show you what it looks like on the daily and so on too. Now, listen, we have the ability to see the future because the system is near flawless, right? We all know that. Some of you don't understand, but I'm going to show you again our cool looking logo as we sit here on a call that I just made that's making money, right? So let's take a look at our logo if we can. Let's see something. All right, I was trying to tell you how cool it was, and it's kind of a joke, kind of a not joke. Oh, behind you, you can see the logo that Jake from State Farm, no, Jake from Thing made for us. Such a nice fella. All right, this is our logo. Now, besides being the coolest logo, it happens to be a usable logo. It's the only thing we trade. So what does that mean? Let me show you what that means. We have a green up pull back, not quite as far as it was before, then up again. And this is our up arrow on our logo. The down arrow also works. And the up arrow works. What does works mean? It's literally how we trade. We wait for this thing to occur to go up and come back down again. Well, how do we know what that is and when that's occurring? Well, let me show you. Caught the sell to the 3 hour on NAS hitting the 4 hour next. I can answer that, Brian, in a few. Thank you for asking. Good morning, Sam. Good morning, Sam, again. All right, so this is our logo. Not any cool, but functional. All right, so this is what we have here. Now I'm going to show you how this looks. It is so amazing once you understand what you're seeing. You can see the future with our logo. What does that mean? Our logo starts underneath, right? Red, comes up, hooks, comes back down, but not quite as low, so the green stays green. Hooks, comes back up, and there's our logo. It also does it right here if you want to see it on the regular. And then you can see it right here with the sniper, which is so important. We always see the blue come up, and then your hook will be the pink, purple, both low. People always ask, what's the purple for? Well, I tell it to you all the time. It's for your faster time frame entrances. You need that purple to hook. And this is pink, purple low, blue high. This is your red, fill in the gap. This is how your logo looks. Price action under, came above. Now, the only thing better than this is if we can get it to the blue line, but right now I'm not complaining. This is your logo trading. And I try to not get into it too much anymore, but so many of you liked it that I'm going to teach it again. Now, let's follow this through again. Everybody, I need sevens and yeses from everybody. Bye, Andrew. All right. So, again, this is, you can see what's going to happen in the future based on what happens right there, that initial hook. So this happens to be on a 5-second NAS. Okay. Well, let me show you what this looks like on a higher time frame. Pay attention, peeps. Pay it to everybody that's new to trading, experienced trader. Pay attention now. All right. So this is what you have. This is NAS 1 day. Okay. This is a daily chart. Every candle you see here is a day, blah, blah. You get the idea. All right. Now listen. When things turn to south, and they will again, this is April of 2025. They will turn south and we'll be able to do it. But price action comes below, hooks, comes up, hooks, comes up, right? But when it's in a buy pattern, it is to the, not, see when it's in a sell, it's to the left and below. When it's in a buy, it's the left and high. So now it's transferred over, come over, hooked, and came down. And I'm just going to do the one there. So this is what you're witnessing. Our down logo is over here. Where's my little, there it is. The down logo is right here. This is our logo. And then the up logo, and this is important. You guys are going to have to really pay attention here. So on your daily ones, we know that we have our fill in the gap. We have our below, and we have our thing. So watch. Our logo tells us way before what's going to happen. And how does this help us? Because when you knew that this buy stop was going to occur on the daily, you could have waited till right here. And this is how it looks, right? And then this is your pink, purple, down low like that. Now, can we do that for current trades? Yeah, absolutely you can. This is your first step of a buy. Right inside of here. This is your first. This is a daily, weekly buy stop right here. And this is the first step. What do I mean? Well, we can watch. This is red, so we know this is red, right? We know it's going to come up. It's going to hook, not come back down quite as far, and hook and come back up. So over here, you can see the daily chart, right? But I can know in the future that it's going to, price action is going to hook, come down, come back up. Then it's going to hook again, and it's going to do this pink purple thingy. And I'll show you what that's going to look like on a current live trade. So follow me. I know some of you might not be, your eyes might be glassing over right now. Glossing over. All right, there, we don't want that. Let's go to another one. I want to see if I can find something for a buy. We might have to switch symbols for you. 1 hour. Yeah, see, that's not going to cut it. Here, I'm going to look for an easier example for you guys. Let me see if we can just find a little something here. Let me go over here. Okay. All right, we can probably go live on here now. All right. Now watch. Daily? No way. It's got to be. See now. All right. I'm going to tell you exactly. This is so easy now. Wow, look. All right. You have. Let me write this out again for everybody. Okay. Now, while that might sound silly to you, we are going to show you how to, I'm going to show you how to trade seeing the future, okay? So how does that work exactly? Well, we have what's called buy stops in our system, and they look very, very similar to this, not kind of like that, but we'll get to that in a second. So these two are very similar. This is the correct one out of them because it's the lowest with all three low. But without the sniper, you can see green, 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 red, green, 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 buy stop. And this is Intel daily. Then if we look at it here, and then we look at it here, and then we look at it here, well, this is what's different. When you can look at these trades and see that this is green, 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 and then you have this space in here. Let me show you what I mean. Right inside of here, there's green space, yellow. Green, blank space, a blank, fill in the gap. There's a gap, yellow. Does everybody, sevens if you all see that space? Yeah, I'm feeling great, persistent. Hope you are too. Good morning, MC. Okay, now with that being said, our logo, and I know you're at, why am I telling? Because this is how you, I'm going to teach you right now how we know Intel is going up. It's going to go up huge, actually. This is your buy stop, right here. Well, it's below. So that's red. See the red? Red goes up, comes down, but it's not going to come down far enough to turn red again. It's going to stay green. If that, which it will, if that happens by the time price action does this, it's going to hook down like this. It's going to hook back up like this. Okay. By the time you see it coming on a daily chart, it's going to be like a snail walking through drying wet paint, right? So it's going to be super slow motion. You know that our logo is forming to go up. Well, we know that in the future. So when we see this trade developing in the future, as soon as I see price action go above that orange line, we can come over from our daily chart and we can make this into, I'm sure it'll be a 10-hour buy or something like that. It'll be a buy stop here on the 10-hour. So let's go down here and look, or a 12-hour, I don't know, we'll look and see. And there's our 10-hour buy. There's our 12-hour buy. So now we know that we have a 12-hour buy in the future, right? Because this is our daily right now. The daily hasn't flipped. So as long as the daily stays like our logo, meaning, see the red came up, hooks, as long as this green stays green, which it will, and it turns to come back up, we're in our logo buy stop. You'll see the pink line hook and come up down here. You'll see the logo play out because it was red over here, came up, hooks, comes down like that, and will hook and come back up again. So you're able to see the future, what they're going to do. And then because everyone here I know gets confused, this is a buy stop. This, with the logo trade coming up, is the safety trade. This is the safety trade system's buy stop. It's the first step of creating the higher reversal trade that'll be coming up. So how do we know when this is coming up besides the fact of buys? Because we know when this is going to be turning and coming up again, because we have the rifle in this case. Let me go over here. Oh, geez, oh, pizza, I'm playing around with the wrong charts. Hold on. Hold on. We have to get that back over to, there we go. That's funny. All right, now let me go back over to here. I'll stick on here so I don't screw those other ones up. Is this getting through to anyone? Am I making sense or no? Is this helping anyone at all? Because I'm trying to give you guys, it's more advanced knowledge than 90% of you are ready to accept or understand. Glow says yes. Eric says yes. Yeah, I figured you VIP people would get it, but it's the other one. Yes, aha moments. Oh, well, okay. All right. Well, if you guys are getting it, I'll continue to try to explain it, but I'm going to have to go a little bit sooner than I want here. All right. So let's try this again. What's going on? What is this? All right, let's find out. I don't know. Let's use, I don't know. We'll pick Estee Lauder if it'll pull in. I don't know why it's taking so long to pull everything in this morning. There we go. Okay. Well, this is an actual beautiful one. Oh, I'll have to go to a different time frame, but still very good. All right. All right, here we go. This is another live example. All right. Happening as we speak. All right, this is what you have. Without using anything, I always teach first, you'd only need the raw system. You can trade everything. The sniper just helps everything times a million. You can see the red right here. You see the red? It'll go up. It'll hook. Come back down. So what is it doing right now? Hooked, came up. It's got to come back down a little, then it's going to hook and go up to a previous high. That's price action. So because of our logo, we have the future in the palm of our hands. What does that mean besides Doc Ock? Does anyone get that? What's up, Guy Williams? You can tell that this has to go up, form our logo, and do it. Well, let's take a look. We'll pull it all the way out here for you. I get it, Kev. Nice, Desiree. Okay. So, this is what you're looking at. Price action forms the buy stop. Then the second time you see price action doing something, watch. It'll be the logo buy. So let me take this one away. Step one, you wait for the buy stop right here. Step two, you wait for the fill in the gap, which is right there. How does it look in, this is what it looks like when you're using the bullshit detector, right? Raw like this. Okay. This is what it looks like when you're doing it on your regular. It looks just like that. And see your tit form right there, and then up she goes. This is what it looks like here. And in this case, it'll be this one with pink, purple, low. And that's how you can match it. Now, we have the sniper, and I can teach you way better entrances than what you just did over. But nonetheless, that's all you need to know. So, good morning, Caesar. Good morning, Kenny. All right. So with that in mind, you guys can then walk over from this one to this one. And this, right, to here. And right, and then instead of waiting for this one, so this is a mess right here, we have to get a little different one. It'll be here. Step one, buy stop. Step two, fill in the gap. Step three, go to the lower time frame and catch that fill in the gap. Martar 75, that's fine. If you want to take a look at Telus, Canadian charts have more data. They long-term locks. Looks juicy on the top. If you buy it stock, they pay almost 10% dividend. Options for 2028 are cheap cents. I will watch this later. Have a good day, guys. Thank you. Oh, thank you very much, Martar. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll look at that, but I don't want to forget that either, but I have to do it. All right. So what we're doing is I'm trying to teach you. I mean, I've said it 1,000 times in the past, but evidently it's gone right over people's heads. So this is Estee Lauder. Estee Lauder is a humongous buy. It's going to stay a buy for a long time. It is a buy. I'm sure our options are doing really, really good. It is an extremely, but I'm trying to show you how to read current charts so that you can see the future. Now, Martar asked us to look at a chart. So let's look at that chart. Something about juicy this and juicy that. Telus. Telus. Tether. Telecoin. Ooh. What? Did I type in the wrong thing? If you want to take a look at Telus. Telus. I don't know. I don't know what he's after here. Is there a stock on that? What's a Canadian one? This TSX? Let's see. It's probably what he's looking for. All right. He wants me to do an actual read on this. Then we'll go back to what I was trying to teach you all for a minute. All right, I guess this is the one he wants. Let's see if we can find out my example. Ooh. Well, here we go. First thing I always look at, number one. Telus, Toulouse. Good morning, Dad Bod. All right. This is nothing bad. It's all sell, which is fine. But this trend that you can see at a glance thinks the sniper rifle is telling you that this is flipping and has already turned to a hard sell. If we come over to here, daily sell. It's a daily sell to $17.81. Daily, weekly sell back to that blue line for sure. 3 weekly. Monthly. 6 months? Oh, okay. I was like, man, I don't know what the heck Martar's looking at this morning, but he had it a higher time frame. All right. So we have a sell, and you have a long time for this to go. All right. Now, how do I show you this one? Oh, my goodness. I'm probably going to lose everybody. Okay, peeps, stay with me on this one. Now, listen. I've been teaching you this. What did you guys think was happening? Hold on. Hold on. Watch. Okay. When I used to tell you this, oh, you're going to force me to move my charts to this other side, though. All right, look. This fits inside of here, right? Remember that? That's missing puzzle piece and all that jazz. This red fits inside of here. Who's heard me say that 1,000 times over the last however long it's been? How many times have you guys heard me over the last several years? Good morning, Dad Bod. Morning, Caesar. 7s if you guys have heard me say the red little thing fits inside there like a puzzle piece. The red little thing fits in there, blah, 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 whatever. Anybody remember me saying that? Yes or no? Thank you, Glow and Liz and George. I'd like to see some on YouTube also. Why does that matter? Well, our logo, follow me here, guys. Follow me here. Why does this matter? Because our logo, right? Our buy stop logo starts below, right? Oh, that's a bad drawing of the logo. Let me do it again. Watch. Starts below, comes up, hooks, comes back down, but doesn't go below. Oh, so the whole time I've been saying this for fucking 5,000 million times, I've been telling you that this is our logo, fill in the gap, buy stop. Boy. I've only mentioned this, and I used to teach it outright.
I am not a financial advisor.
I don't know why this time it seems to be hitting in and sticking with you guys more. But the reality is, hold on. That my little thing isn't working now. Why aren't you working? Come on. All right. For any of you who just figured out what I just said, please say thank God or an aha moment. Come on. Listen to what I just said. Red fits in the fill in the gap. This is just an extended 3-month, 6-month logo buy stop. Does everyone see that? Yes or no? And Glow said, thank God. There you go. Yes, says Erica. Okay. So it's so much faster for you guys in the VIP room. I'm telling you right now. Oh my goodness. You're even faster. Dr. One Fly. Oh, okay. So now people are catching it. All right. Things stay to the left, fill in the gap, buy stop. Why is it sometimes I speak English and no one understands it, and sometimes I speak English and all of you go, wow, that's pretty fucking cool. Kev's pretty smart. What part of that wasn't I saying before? Oh yeah, YouTube lags. You don't think it lags. YouTube lags by about 10 to 15 seconds. All right. So now do you guys see that the fill in the gap on the right is your logo trade, the left is your buy stop, and then of course you have to have the sniper confirm those, but once those are confirmed, then you can take any trade. And how long do we stay in the trade for, peeps? Is any of this getting through to you guys now? We stay in the trade for one simple thing. 3 month comes up past 80%. Or you could even do this one. 6 month comes up over 80%. This is a fantastically good long-term trade. What I'll do is I'll call this out in the VIP group. What's the name of this one? T, but that's not the symbol. It was, hold on. It was this one. TELUS. I'm not sure this is the one he wanted me to look at. And if it's not, that's great, but I'm going to use this for the VIP group because I love it. All right. Good morning, Jake. I was just bragging about you earlier. Hope you're having a good morning. US 30 just went crazy. We could take a look at US 30. All right. I'm going to keep showing you example after example for about another 2 to 5 minutes. Then I got to go. All right. Someone said something about US 30 going crazy. So let's. And if US 30 is going crazy, they're all going crazy. Nice. All right. So let's take a look with your newfound knowledge. Remember? Going crazy. I see. Crazy is a relative term when it comes to trading. Okay. So here, I'm going to use the daily. I don't really like US 30 looking like this anyways, but we'll look at it. All right, look. This is let me make sure I can't get to that 12. It's right there. Yeah, we can do that. All right. Look. I'm going to show you 2 different ways of seeing this one trade. This is a 12-hour. So this is a 12-hour for US 30. The 12-hour chart for US 30. Well, we can see it was red, came up, turned to red again, double bottom. That's fine. Now it came up, hooked down, gave us a space right there. Boom. And that was our first 12-hour US 30 buy. Well, if you see, it went like this, hooked, did it again, and then it hooked down here, and it's doing it again right now. This is valid because all 3 were low on the sniper. This is currently valid because this is all 3 on the sniper. So this is a 12-hour logo buy stop. And this, I've been teaching this for 4 years now. This is what you see. You're going to see this red right here. Then, of course, there was this gap already. So we missed the first one, which is always the best, but there's a second one for us. And there it looks. And those are your little, boom, that's your logo. Watch. Let me go up here, maybe weekly. Yeah, let me see. Look. There we go. All right. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is a weekly US 30. Well, right here, you know the routine with our buy stop. I was screaming back here in April and March, late March, early April, for weeks, probably 2 weeks. I was screaming at you. It's maybe 3-4 weeks. I was screaming, buy, 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 buy. And I kept screaming it because we were at an all-time low at the time. People were saying Trump's tariffs were going to destroy America. I was saying, no, this isn't going to go to record highs. And of course it did. You see the classic M in the middle here. It dipped down, forming our logo. Now we're waiting for this. What are we waiting for? The last time it did it was back here. Okay. Then it hooked, and then it came down, right? Just like that. Well, starts underneath, hooked, came down, that's just like that. This is your hook now. So your hook was here. We're waiting for the price action to pull down here so that we can see these spaces right here, like they did there. We need it to do right here. And we know it's going to do that because on the weekly, they can't fuck around. So they're going to bring price action down a little, somewhere into this range like that. Well, you guys will probably think that's a lot, but it won't be. And they're going to hook it and come up. So this is your logo right here again. So now we know, thanks to the logo, that in the future, very near future, over the next several weeks, you're going to see the price action hook and come down below and then come back up again. We'll know when it's at the very, very bottom because the sniper will be down here, right? These pink purple lines will be down here. And there'll be a space right here in this one. And we'll know that's when it's occurring. Now, how do we know when the flip happens? That's what we have the sniper rifle for. So the sniper rifle will tell us, because these will be all red. And then when it starts to flip back to a buy for us, what's going to happen eventually on you, not right now, because right now it's going straight up. That's what's called, and I told you it was going to happen before it happened, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So eventually you're going to see this to the far. This will all be red. And then when it starts to turn, we know ahead of time because it'll pass and go above our blue line on the 1 second, 5 second, 10 second, 50, and these will all start to flip. And then you can start buying to the 1 minute blue line, 5 minute blue line, 30 minute, whatever you want. And then you can start getting in. And you know that it's flipping because you're waiting for that particular high probability setup. I'm calling the right now, I'm just saying that it's the logo buy stop, but all it is a high probability setup. And when you see all of them converge, then it all becomes one and they all make money for you. It doesn't matter news about tariffs. Useless fucking shit I ever heard. Is anyone paying attention to what I'm trying to teach you now? Yes or no? Is anyone paying attention what I'm trying to teach you now? Yes or no? So when you look at these trades, you can tell ahead of time what is transpiring. Yes, we are paying attention. Okay. So again, NAS to its 29-minute blue line. I don't know what that even fucking means. All right. Let's try again. On the fast time frames, how can you tell when it's flipping between buys and sells? Well, your sniper goes down to 1 second. I'm not sure you can go faster than 1 second other than if you go to ticks. And while it works on ticks, I'm not going to do ticks. So how do you know? You wait for these. If you're playing faster than a 1 second, don't. If you're playing faster than a 5 second, I wouldn't unless I was playing all the indices. And then you take your trade when the 10 seconds starts to go. Now listen, again, that's a question though I'm a little concerned with. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. What's up, Brexit? All right, here we go. Let's try this again, shall we? Let's try it one more time. All right. With target. Okay. I'm going to go I'm going to go back to the part where you'd have to be brain dead not to understand what I'm saying. All right. This is our logo. There's green on the back of the logo, a green arrow. Again, we've done determined this is the coolest thing ever. I'm not going to beat your heads into the ground over it. Okay. Yes. Amazing Uno training video. Yes, it was. Thank you, Persistent. Okay. So look. When we're looking at this trade, I'm going to zoom in a good bit for you guys. Matter of factly. No, I'm going to leave both open because I got to teach you this. All right. You have price action. Listen. Watch how cool this shit is. You have price action below. So it's red. Okay. You have price action come up, hook. If I see a space, I would take that trade. It's going to do it here. Hook, come down with the purple. Okay. So watch. I can go to faster time frame if you want, but I'm going to explain how we're going to get to that faster time frame. This right in here, you can see the purple and pink low. This one didn't have that. You can see the space right here. Fill in the gap right there. And then, of course, our thing. So this is our double logo, but this would be the target daily buy. The very first time it happened is right here. But you can see that there was a pullback over here a little bit, but it wasn't exactly what we were looking for. But it was close. So blue line came up, held. Pink came down, pink purple came down, space. This is the correct entry for the daily. Now, when we see this daily do this right here, we would go back and look for a entry when this is a fill in the gap. So when we see the fill in the gap on the daily, we can go down to, I'm sure this is a 12-hour. And watch. See right here. Anyone see the magic? Did anyone see that magic? Watch. This line right here is this buy stop right here. And watch. Then you're going to see the 12-hour hook kind of came down right there and then come up to this. I would prefer the pink and purple to come down more. So I'd prefer to wait for both of these to hit down here on this one, just like it did here on that one right there. But this is our logo. Came underneath, starts, you need to wait for the gap. Up it goes to it. It kind of is gap. Technically, it was gap there. That's my bad. And you could take the trade to the blue line. And then from this time period, you can see the future, right? If we go from here and we go from the 12, say, down to the 5-hour, you're going to see a buy stop. Oh, now I got too much shit up. You're going to see a buy stop at a faster time frame. Not good enough. We're going to have to go down a little bit, maybe to a 2. Yeah, fill in the gap at the 2. Well, anyway, you guys get an idea. So we could just work our way down to the time period you want to trade, which if you're trying to trade faster time periods, then I would absolutely, hold on one sec. Oh, shoot, fire. I'm going to have to get going. Okay. Well, anyway, yes, Kenny, yes, thank you. All right. So if it's a faster time frame is what the question was. I got to get going though. Oh, shit. Look. Look, we're just teaching this for the love of God. Target, right? Underneath, came up, hooked, came back down on the 1 minute. Started underneath, came up, hooked, filled in the gap. Blue came up, pink, purple at its low, see? And there's target going up. So how would I know if I was doing a 1 minute? I would wait for the 1 second, 5 second, 10 second, 15 second to flip, start playing my 30 second, 1 minute logo trades. And then you know. And then if I took this trade right here from the 1 minute, I would go all the way down to here, somewhere into the maybe 5 second, 10 second. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. And there's your buy stop. Boom. Pink, purple low. There's your buy. 10 second, 1 minute buy stop. Fill in the gap. And there it is. And that would be for target. And then, of course, target's a constant buy. It's going to keep going up and up and up. But that's beside the point. How far away are we on daily target? Oh, yeah. Target. Free money. I'm giving this out to the public because I have in the past. It's going to be going to $128.15. It'll be going to $131.56. Play your options accordingly.
Demo trade only. I am not a financial advisor.
And thank you. No, you won't be seeing anything this weekend. But what you will see is what I started with the meeting with, but evidently I didn't leave it up long enough. Hope this helps you guys. If not, rewatch it over and over again until it does. I'm trying to be as concise as possible, but I don't know. Aha. No. Almost there, I think, because there's only 3,000 things I do before. There we go. That's your next VIP meeting, and it's tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you've received emails on that, actually. So pay attention to your emails when they're released, and the meeting link is posted up in the Discord, but I will post that again right now. Oh, where are we? I do not know. Meetings, yeah, that's what we need. 7 p.m. Oh, jeez. Yeah, we probably won't stay on too long. We got to pack up for a little trip we're taking, but we'll stay there for a while. All right. This is going in the Discord right now. Upcoming meetings for VIP. It's already in there. Pay attention when things are posted. I'm not going to keep doing this stuff over and over again, so pay attention, please. All right. You got it up in there. And then there. Yeah. All right. Sevens, if you understand that there is a VIP class tonight at 7 p.m. with, of course, our special guest star, Precious. Sevens, if you understand, that's the next VIP meeting is tonight. And I'm going to have to need to get a book to track that. What's 44? No, not 44. It's 24. 48K. Nice. This is the first month. Okay. All right. I don't know, but if anyone caught whatever I just taught, you would be really excited if you understood half of what I was trying to say. I'm not sure it got through to you. I can't help that. But I do know that we're at a buy stop on target to the daily blue line. Another free giveaway to you. All right, guys. God bless you all. Everyone have a great, wonderful morning. Have a great day. Lord willing, Bree and I will see you tonight, but we'll see. Have a nice Friday. God bless. Okay, that takes care of that. All right, VIP gang. What do you guys got for me over there? Good morning, Mahalo. Good morning, Caesar. I'm going to go over to the VIP only group. on the 5 hour, the candle already went up past the yellow, but the sniper is about to come up. Can you still enter that off the sniper movement, says Desiree. Don't understand the question per se. I think I do. We'll have to look at that in the VIP. If you're not in the VIP group, I apologize. All right. Thank you all on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook. I'm going straight to VIP just for a few minutes. All right, VIPers. Does anyone, could you show your Uno reverse table real quick? Yes, George, I sure can.